Hi, this is Jessica with cutesy-crafts.com. Today I'm going to show you how to sew a buttonhole. You're going to need your sewing machine, of course, buttons that you want to sew onto the fabric, a seam ripper. You'll need thread. I'm using just an all-purpose sewing thread. You'll want the thread that you're using to sew your buttonhole to match the fabric, and the thread that you're using to sew on the buttons, you'll want that to match the color of the button. For the purposes of the video, I'll be using a different color just to show contrast. You'll also want some kind of ruler or measuring tape and marking chalk or a disappearing ink marking pen. In our manual, we can find a page with all of the buttonhole sewing stitches. It shows all the different stitches here and what their purposes might be here. And then it says that we use presser foot A. On this machine, presser foot attachments are located in this little compartment here. And presser foot A looks a lot different than any of the other presser feet. This is the one specially made for doing buttonholes, and that's what it looks like. Okay, so let's say for some reason I want to make a buttonhole to button this fabric to this fabric. Take my button, put it in the area where I want it to be. Draw a line on the top and bottom of where you would like your buttonhole to be. And then draw a line from there to there, kind of making a letter I shape like that. If I wanted to be more accurate, I would use a ruler to actually measure the button and mark the exact spots where I want the top and bottom of my button to be. Next, I'm going to take my presser foot A, and it has this sliding adjustable thing on the side here. So what we'll do is take our button, place it inside this slidey thing, and then clamp it down so that it is the size of our button. And then I want to also show you on the presser foot, there are these little red marks. They are going to line up with the bottom of the buttonhole, the mark that I made here. The two red marks on the sides line up with that bottom line that I made, and then this red mark in the middle lines up with my middle line there. Next, remove whatever presser foot's on your machine by pressing the little black button on the back. The presser foot has this little metal bar just like the other ones to attach to the machine, and when we install it, we want the button, the part that we put the button in, to be toward the back of the machine. So just take the presser foot over to the machine, and then you can lift up the presser foot bar even higher by using the little lever, and then lock that down onto that metal bar. I'm going to select stitch 30. Again, look at your manual and see which of these buttonhole stitches you want to use. So I'll go up here and adjust that to 30. And then your machine should be threaded just like normal. And we're gonna take this thread here and put it through the hole in the top of that and just pull that off to the side. I've got my marked fabric here. The buttonhole is gonna go on this part, and then the button will actually be sewn onto here. We're gonna open that up and slide that under the machine and line it up just like I showed you with those marks earlier. Lower the presser foot onto that spot. And then over on the left side is this thing that we can pull down. It's called the buttonhole lever. See, it goes up and down like that. There's a little tab on our presser foot A. This is going to go down. We'll pull it down as far as possible, and it goes behind that little plastic tab. Your top thread should still be going through this hole and to the left. Hold on to this thread gently with your left hand, and then we're just going to press down on the presser foot and start sewing and let this thing do its job. And then once it's done, it'll slow down, and then it has stopped. My foot is still pressed down on the foot pedal, but it stops on its own once it's finished. Raise the presser foot, raise your needle, and then pull the fabric out to the side and cut the thread. So then you can see it's created a nice border for our buttonhole. And again, we would just use matching thread so that it doesn't show up as much. Take a pin and put it up through the back of the fabric at the end of your buttonhole, and we're just creating a little barrier to make sure that when we cut this buttonhole open, we don't go past that point. Take your seam ripper, put it in the bottom of the buttonhole there. Make sure you're not going through any of the thread at the bottom. And then we'll seam rip up to open that until we get to the pin where we stop. And there you go, you have a nice buttonhole that's the perfect custom size for your button. And then you would either hand sew or machine sew the button to this side, and I will show you how to do that both ways in the next video. Head over to my blog, cutesy crafts.com, for more fun craft ideas, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing.